What's up, guys? Braylon here. A little bit about myself for my first video. I made a promise to myself that I would stay consistent and I would do what it takes, no matter what, to get where I want to be in life. And one thing I promised myself is that I would never withhold anything I do for myself from other people. Any of the knowledge that I hold, I would share. Any dreams that I wish to get to, how I would get there, I would never hold from anybody, because I think everybody deserves the opportunity to get where they want. And some people need an extra push. And whether I help you or not, I volunteer myself to be able to get that extra push for the people that can't do it on their own. I'm 18. This is my first YouTube post. Still in high school. Only for a few more weeks. I got about 5 more weeks, and then I will be out. And I decided to leave behind the embarrassment, leave behind all the reactions of people around me, and leave behind what everybody else thinks about me. I have that confidence in myself that I genuinely believe I will get where I want, because if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't be posting it online for everybody else to see. So it's like, what else do you have to lose? But I make videos. I'm going to be making more videos now that I've finally been able to post this first one, at least up-to-date video. The other ones are previous old posts. I still plan to post more of my pre-recorded videos. I know people like those, but up-to-date wise, we're here. Apologize. I apologize for the setting. I don't have my desk in right now, and I don't have my chair in, so we're cruising on the step stool. But we're getting there, so just wait, be patient. These will get much better. And as we as a community watch the channel grow, I would like to appreciate everybody here that's watching this first video. You're watching the me that is willing to do whatever it takes to achieve his dreams, and you're watching him on the first day that he's going fully public with it. So all love from me, and I hope that my videos from this moment forward can bring you to be a better version of yourself every single day. I'm back. This is my first official recent post, one that has not been pre-filmed, one that has not been during the grinding process. This is the process right now. This is the whole thing. And it's, yeah, first official video, first real video. So I'm proud of that. And I kind of wanted to take a dive into what I'm doing here, how I see things, and what I want to be doing. And I also want to make a promise to myself, because I've made promises to other people, many promises, and I've told myself numerous things. And one of those things that I tell myself and others is that no matter what it is, I'm going to push myself to be great. I'm going to push myself to be amazing. I'm going to try my hardest every day, and I'm going to do something that I know can improve who I am on a daily basis. And a mindset like that can get you anywhere you want, anywhere. It doesn't matter what you want to do in life, you can get there if you have that mindset. We often ask ourselves, who are we? And I don't think that's a fair question to ask, who we are, because that's not a question that we can physically answer. It's not something we can actually understand enough to answer. But what we can ask ourselves is, what can we be? Not who we are, but what can we be? How can we be that person? What can we do to become that person? What can we be? So you think about all the things you want to do. You think about the future that you see for yourself, the people you have in that future, your goals, what you plan to obtain. Just take a moment to think about that, because it's important. It's not something you can run off with on the fly. It's not something that just comes to mind like that. It's something you have to be dead set determined on. Because if you are not willing to give everything you have to obtain those goals, then you're not ready to get there. You're not even ready to start the process. You have to start by planning. You have to start by understanding. You can't hop right into something. You have to have a foundation. I know a lot of us are thinking to ourselves, I want to be successful. I want to be financially free. I want to be happy and love, have a family, all this other fun stuff. But how do you plan to get there? You can't just want something without a plan. No, there's no point. You can't achieve any of your goals that way. You can't hope for something to come your way. It's not going to come your way. Because the moment you want it to go your way, it's not going to. That's how the universe works. Everything you think you want, you will not receive. You have to know you want it. You have to genuinely have the desire to put in the work, put in the effort, put in the time, put in the blood, put in the sweat for what you want. And it's gonna take time. You have to be patient. You have to put a full understanding on exactly what it is that you wish to achieve. You have to tap into who you are up here. You have to think about what you have, the knowledge you have within you that can get you where you want to be. Because when you really think about life, it's not what it is physically. Life is not what you see around you. It's what you make of it. It's what you create. You can create your own existence. You can create your own life. You can create your own path. Everything is written out for you up here. But do you want it enough? And most people, they don't want it enough. They want things, but they aren't willing to put in the work to get there. Think about what you want right now. What can you do to take your first step to get there? I can tell you myself, I see goals for myself, and I made a promise to myself, and I'm going to achieve that promise because I'm holding myself to it. You have to have the mindset that you're not going to fail. You have to have no fear in your mind. There can be no thought of failure, no doubt at all. You will become what you want to be. You will. There's nothing around that. But you have to genuinely believe that. You have to trust the process. You have to take the time, be patient, and don't sit around waiting for it. Find other ways that you can go out and make it work. It's not something that's going to come instantly. And you see it in like adults all the time. You see it in parents. They wished and wanted, and then like the time that they got there, it's not what they wanted. It's not what they wish they had for themselves. And it's because they did not work hard enough to get where they wanted to be. And I'm not saying anybody's a failure. I will never say anybody's a failure, and I will never put myself above anybody ever. But I will show you ways in which you can be better for yourself. And I will describe how my mindset sees that, how I choose to be better. How can you choose to be better? Think about that every day. When you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed at night. Think to yourself, how can I be better? How can I make a change through the day? How can I impact my goal just by this much in a day? Even on your worst days, how can you make an impact to yourself, to your future, that you wouldn't be thinking about right now? Make that promise to yourself. Let your future self know that there's nothing holding you back to get there. That you will be what you want to be, and you believe that you will be that. Everything comes in time. Everything. So my message to you is stop dancing around it. Stop walking around the objective. Stop doing all the things around it instead of going into it. It's that little bubble that you're holding yourself. Stop letting that bubble keep you out. Don't be comfortable. Don't be comfortable ever. Remove yourself from situations that you feel are too easy. Make things difficult on yourself to make you better later on. If your life is easy right now, if it's comfortable right now, imagine a life without that. Because chances are you're not always going to have a life like that. Especially if you want better for yourself. Not everything, it's like the better we are as people comes from the hardest times. You have to go through the most in order to get up here. And I mean, some people don't. And I don't wish anybody to go through the worst. But I can tell you from physical experience and from what I've seen and what I've read, most people that make it up here, they go through an unbelievable amount. It's the stress, it's the trauma they endured throughout their lifetime. It's what makes them who we are. It's what makes us who we are as people. It's not little micro accidents, incidents, problems that we create within ourselves. It's what's around us that makes us who we are. And we have to take that in. And it's not how it affects us. It's not how it affects us physically. It's not even how it affects us mentally that decides who we are. It's how we respond to it. Everything that we do is a response, whether it's a mental response or a physical response. But that comes up here. That comes from who you are within. It's not something we control out here. This doesn't matter. None of this matters. Who you are on the outside doesn't matter. Who you think you are doesn't matter. But the judgment that you have and the responses that you have in situations that push you past your limits is what matters. That is what makes you who you are. That determines who you are as a person, where you're going to get in life, how far you're going to make it, who you're going to be later on. And nothing physical matters. You have to think of life as almost a game in that sense, except it becomes more of a reality at the same time. In a game sense, it's like, am I making the right decision here? If I do this, is it going to get me here? Those are stuff that we think about. But in the reality sense, it's like you don't get a chance to make that back up. You make that decision once and it's gone. You have that opportunity one time, or else it's gone. Opportunities will come and go. They will. But the exact thing in your life is never going to happen twice. And you need to take advantage of that. Because you're never going to get that again. You could have opportunities standing in front of you every day. But if you're not going to take advantage of them, then they're not going to matter. You have to choose the lifestyle that you want. You have to take advantage of what you have in front of you. I know most of us, especially in our age, we sit around. We watch TV all day. We play games all day. We're on our phone all day. But what are we doing for ourselves up here? What are we doing for ourselves up here? It's what we can take advantage of, what we can use, what is given to us that can make us better as people. Take the opportunity in front of you. Stop putting everything away. Stop putting the time that you have in front of you to waste. Everybody wants to say time is money, or time moves too fast. Okay, then play at the pace of time. Don't let time control you. Control time. If you want to choose to do something in that moment, nobody's stopping you. You can't allow yourself to be in fear. There is not a single thing in this world stopping you from what you want to do besides your own self up here. Everything we want in life, everything we see for ourselves in life is up here. And we have to take advantage of that. It's a mindset in which we are given, and it's the environment in which that we are in that controls us. It's our physical bodies that control us, but it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be the mindset. It shouldn't be the body. It shouldn't be the environment. Trust me, I've gone through plenty in my lifetime, and I have every excuse in the book to use my environment against me. Yet I choose not to, because at the end of the day, I control my own life. I create my own destiny. It's not what's around us. If it was around us, you would have so many people, even the people at the top of the line right now would be at the very bottom if they let their environment be their excuse. People like us who go through a lot, especially in today's age, if we sit around and using everything around us as an excuse, then we're never going to get where we want to be. The media pushes us in a way that we think everything is so sensitive, and it makes us as people sensitive. It makes what we believe in sensitive. Think with an open mind. Stop being closed off. You're not ever going to be able to expand who you are as a person when you're closed off. Our dreams are laying right in front of us. Our entire life in which we decide is already paved for us. We just have to walk that trail. It doesn't matter what obstacles are in the way. It doesn't matter what we think will or won't stop us. We have to get to the end of that trail to get where we want. To close off here, I know I rambled a lot. I'm a pretty big yapper myself. I yap a ton. But to close off, I just want to say thank you all for listening. And if you watch this whole video through, the entire video, I want you to like the video, and I want you to comment something that you're going to wake up and do tomorrow to be a better person. What you can do to be better tomorrow. Throw that down in the comments, and greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, I would appreciate the subscription. That way you can follow me, and I can continue to give more of what I have to offer to you, and we can grow together. So that'd be really appreciated. But just closing off, thank you. And these are going to get better by the day, by the video. Every single bit of it's going to get better. Everything in our life is going to get better. And I want you to know that you're not alone in what you're doing. So thank you. And I will see you guys in the next video.